Today's Bible story is the parable of the wise and foolish builders. A parable is a story with a hidden meaning. Jesus often told parables to help people learn more about what God's kingdom is like and show them how they could live the best life of all. What's the matter, Francis John? You're fed up. Oh, why's that? You've got a new tower building game and you've been playing with it on the carpet, and as you try to build a tower, the wooden blocks keep falling over. Oh, how very frustrating for you. Do you know, Francis John, I don't think it's you building the tower that's the problem. I think it's the carpet, which is a bit too soft to build the tower on. Well, Jesus told a story all about building houses on the right foundation. Are you ready for our story, the parable of the wise and foolish builders?
Many people listened to what Jesus had to say. Some people sounded very respectful. Lord, they called him, meaning you are the master, the one in charge. Yet they didn't really take any notice of what Jesus said. One day Jesus said to them, "Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and yet you don't do what I tell you? The words that I speak are not just nice to listen to. They're the very foundations on which to build your life. Anyone who comes to me and listens to my words and does what I say is like a wise man building his house. The wise man was practical and sensible. He wanted his house to have secure foundations, so he decided to build his house on rock. It took a lot of hard work and time, but when the rain poured down, the wind blew and the river flooded, the house did not fall because it was built on rock. Then Jesus said, "Anyone who comes to me and listens to my words but does not do what I say is like a foolish man building his house." The foolish man wanted to get the job done quickly, so he couldn't be bothered with secure foundations. He built his house on the sand. The rain poured down, the wind blew, and the river flooded, and the house on the sand fell with a crash because it had no foundations.
We heard in our story how Jesus told the parable of the wise and foolish builders to help people think about what they build their lives on. Some people build their lives on Jesus, who is like the rock that the wise man built his house on. Like the rock in the story, when the hard things in life come, like the storms, Jesus will be there to help and support. Other people may think it is easier to build their lives on things that will not last as long, like the foolish man and the sand. The problem is when difficult things happen in their lives, these things will disappear and not support them. I wonder who supports you when hard things happen. You may like to close your eyes and think about that. I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer too, then please say Amen after me at the end. Dear God, thank you for those people who support me. Help me to know that Jesus is like a rock and will always be there for me, even when things are difficult. Amen. I think, Francis John, that I've got a board we can put on the carpet that will give your blocks a better foundation, and then we can play your tower building game together. What do you think? Yes? Sounds like a plan. Well, thank you for joining us today for the parable of the wise and foolish builders. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye and God bless.